Greetings. Hope you all are doing well today. So, what comes to mind is when do you know you're meditating, and where's the end? Where's the end of it? Well, there is no end to it. What there is there's the base of it. When you truly meditate, you are looking at the very darkness that's between the illuminated thoughts. The illumination comes from you. How you are, how it's structured, I guess you would say, is. Oh, by the way, this is all off the cuff. No script. It's just what I know. Anyway, the base of what you call the matrix, other ancestors called it the jagat. But the base of the matrix is this darkness that's between your illuminated thoughts. But they call this the veil of Maya. And it truly is a veil. I haven't told you yet how to get through the veil, or lift the veil. It's not really getting through the veil. It's not crossing the abyss. That's silly stuff people made up, and the Matrix does weird things to the imagination, and that's how they keep you locked in. That's why you got to deprogram what's been programmed by the Matrix. You got to deprogram the mind to get to the base of the Matrix. And that base is that very darkness. Once you've deprogrammed the questioner, I really haven't talked about the questioner yet, but you got to deprogram the questioner. The questioner is a complete illusion that you programmed. Anyway, you deprogram the questioner and you get to the base. This is called the veil of Maya. Maya being the matrix itself. And the thing as a whole, the inhabitants that we inhabit is called the Jagat. As I said, the instructions are there. You just gotta, the Matrix has altered them slightly to where, unless you have divine instructions. Anyway, you have to put it together ever so slightly. Really, it's completely and utterly obvious. Completely and utterly obvious. You got to deprogram what the Matrix did to your head. You got to deprogram the questioner, the illusionary questioner. I haven't talked about deprogramming the ego yet. And there's a special way you got to do that. But you are the seer, and everything else is the seen, and you're seeing it on the veil of Maya. It's on the veil of Maya. You are the light that illuminates that. The photons stop at the back of your eye. The light stops at the back of your eye. The world's being seen with light. It comes into your eye, it hits the back of your eye, and it gets turned to brain stuff. Brain information. Then the brain takes it, and what it does is it takes the light that you are and illuminates that thought onto the veil of Maya. It's kind of like a projector where you are the light bulb, the source light, and the film is the thoughts that are coming through, all the information coming through, and you get and the light goes through it and gets projected on the screen. The screen is the veil of Maya. This is a close analogy as anybody has ever really come up with. And it's so similar to what's happening, it's almost negligible to it's a good analogy. It's slightly different, but the thing is that the thing that you are, the light that gets transposed with the information on the film, it gets broadcast onto the veil of Maya. The veil of Maya is actually completely dark, 100% dark. People in the past have talked about this being the abyss they have to cross. No, 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 no. You didn't read close enough. The Matrix has got you. There's nothing to cross. There is an ego to overcome, and there is programming to overcome. But that veil right there, that's the base, and if you can get that to be lifted, you experience what you are, and your perspective changes. I don't even know if I'm going to tell you about exactly what that's like, because, well, the imagination, the ego will hear me say it and say, give you that experience, and it's not real. The Matrix is good at that, because every time, as I said, I've been involved with this thinking for 40 years. Only for the last 9 years, so let's say 30 years with divine instruction. With divine instruction, it took me 30 years. Anyway, I'm trying to share some of that. Anyway, this is called freedom, mukti. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on mukti, on freedom, because there's two kinds. One leads to, you get the first one before you can get the second one. Anyway, but you already have it, but you don't know it. You're just piling all this other stuff on from the Matrix to cover that up. You can't become what you already are. You can only uncover what you already are. Now, I don't expect my videos to be seen by anybody, because the Matrix does not like direct instructions being given to people in the Jagat, in its Matrix. But this is the highest form of anything. Ascending the vibrations. Well, you already are that. You already are that. You're not ascending, you're discarding. You are discarding the unwanted vibrations. That's a trick of the Matrix. I'm ascending, I'm doing something. No. You are discarding the unwanted vibrations. You already are that vibration, but you've picked up a bunch of other vibrations, picked up a bunch of other thoughts, picked up a bunch of other emotions. This is how the Matrix works with the collective consciousness. You get bombarded by everything. That's why the crystal shield will slow down and even stop all of that. But you still got work to do. That's only a crutch. Anyway, I'm going to do another video on the crystal shield, because it's so very important, and it sounds like so many people need it. Because working within the Matrix is tricky. Tricky. How do you get out of the Matrix? By using the Matrix. Ascending is useful, but you got to realize that's only a word to trick the ego. Because you gotta work with the ego too. The ego needs to feel it's doing something. What the ego is it's an illusion. But it's everything you think you are. And if you think you are something, you think you are doing something, you are working within the matrix. And the ego is inside the matrix. It's partners with the matrix. It's created by the matrix. It's created by you. But anyway, this video is about Maya, or the base of the matrix. The base of the matrix is the very darkness. And your goal is to look at that darkness. And look at it. And look at it some more. And be comfortable with it. Anyway, as I said, the way to get there is to deprogram the questioner. Deprogram it. When you were born, when you looked up in the sky, you didn't ask what shade of blue it was. You just let it be blue sky. When you were born, you didn't look up and ask, who's this I'm looking at? You just looked at somebody. This is what Jesus meant. Someday I'll talk about why he went to India. It's all in the books. It's all there. It's just people that haven't figured it out yet. Well, some people have, and they are actually your enemies. But they went to India and they couldn't figure it out because what they want is in the matrix. They want to control the matrix. They want to control you. They do understand that this is some sort of matrix that comes off the source, but they couldn't get to the source. And if some of them did get to the source, well, they didn't return with them. They just stayed there. There's no reason to come back. I'm waiting for death myself, but I can't. Doesn't matter. Life doesn't matter anymore. All I'm doing is just taking the footsteps that the Lord put out for me to take. I don't even know why I'm doing these videos. I don't think anybody's going to watch them anyway. I'm kind of feel empathy for people that are feeling around in the darkness. The hippies started the New Age. The hippies were the Chazah. The Chazah created the Talmud. The Talmud was emulated by the Satanic Church of Anton LaVey. Go look it up. Look up what they're doing. Don't believe anything these people say. You are tat servitor verenium. I can't get any more direct than that. The gayatrimantra says it all. Learn it. Use its vibration to get this here to think correctly. You need something outside the matrix to fix what's inside the matrix. The thing that's inside the matrix can't fix itself. Yes, this is a little aggravating. Yeah, you're going to probably think, oh, this guy's not enlightened. Oh, what's enlightenment? So I got to make a separate video about that. What's enlightenment? Because it's huzzah, your enemy. Messed up the words to keep you from being able to do your job. Yeah, so I'll have to make a separate video on enlightenment, what it actually is. Make a separate video of Crystal Shield and probably several other ones that nobody's gonna watch. Anyway, because the Matrix, yeah. The Matrix told India that they should go with the classical Sanskrit instead of Vedic Sanskrit. The alphabet that, or the characters that they came up with, so they lost the ability to say now inside the mantra. That's how strong the matrix is. All of India, they know that now is naf and na is never. But for somehow they were able, the matrix altered the way the mantra said, so made everyone. I teach Hindus that are trying to do this. I teach people from around the world what the problem is. And they say, oh my God, this is what, holy, I can't believe an American understands this. Yeah, it's divine. Yeah, anyway. I drive everybody from around the world, and this is what I teach them. I come across a lot of Hindus. And the last Hindu I drove down to Miami. I'm in Florida. I'm in Space Coast, Florida. And drove him down to Miami. And just like 5 minutes before, he was busy on his typing and everything. And probably didn't think I had anything useful to say. But like 2.5 hour drive. And we're just cruising. I don't force this on anybody. Don't, If I hear that you're interested, I'll tell you. Sure. Might take a lifetime or two. Start doing it. But every minute that you play around with I can do something inside the matrix is another minute. Probably another 5 minutes is going to take you to undo what you did. Because, anyway. I was driving this Hindu man down to Miami. I think he was something to do with the hotel down there. Big shot, probably just manager, something. I don't know what he was. I didn't ask. But anyway, like 10 minutes before I drop him off, somehow, for some reason, it slips into the conversation. I know the gayatri and what my interests were and stuff. And I told him, hey, that word na is naf. He looks and he said, everybody in India, they just blindly recite everything and they don't look into what these things mean. He says, in Hindu, and this is what I get from every Hindu that I talk to. You are absolutely right, he says. Nach is never, naf is now. Shame on you, gurus. Shame on you. You didn't do enough research. Anyway, but you gotta fix this to get to the base of the matrix. The veil of Maya is called, and you gotta sit there and look at it. And then there's another step after that. You haven't done anything with the ego yet. All you did is deprogram the questioner to get to the base. And then there's another step. Anyway, so I implore you to start doing the gayatrimantra properly. Learn all about it. There's seminars, there's books, and really the only thing that the matrix was able to change was the na. They took the connotation off that, and I can only guess that because it was written in Vedic Sanskrit and it used that connotation, or I'm not sure what it's called. I'm not a language expert. The character, they took that character out that makes the H into an F, and then throughout time, the matrix slowly convinced everybody it was a nah, because the matrix hates losing its inhabitants. But even so, even if you don't get to the actual source this life, what happens is your next life you get, even if you don't get the mukti the first mukti, you'll get put into a life automatically that you'll be able to have a better chance of getting to the next mukti, the first mukti. And the first mukti, what the first mukti is maybe I should, well, I'll tell you here and I'll do another video later. This blueprint everybody's talking about, that's where you get to write that blueprint. Changing that blueprint in mid-stride, I'm not really interested in that. I just want to live and I want to die. I would like to win the lottery so I don't have to work anymore. It's be nice to. But who knows? Probably die pretty soon anyway, so it'd be nice not to have to work. At least for a short time in my life anyway, before I die. Bye-bye. See you next time. What am I talking about? Nobody's going to watch this.